September 27th, 1997, I became a victim of gun violence. It was at an off-campus party at Wayne State University, and I was shot in the face, point-blank range. The altercation was a result of actually my lack of awareness. You know, back then I was a jokester, had that little, Uncle Kenny in me. And so the thing that I wasn't aware of was how my presence and the way that, or my idea of fun, sometimes at the expense of others, how it impacted them. Because of my actions, someone else felt as if the world would be a better place without me in it. I completely forgot who I was until I was laying in that hospital bed. And so I made another promise to myself that I would be more of an asset than a liability to the people around me in my community. There's no secret that there's a shortage of male presence for our young men. Unfortunately, you look at the statistics to say that nearly 80% of youth grow up without a father in the home and or to single parent in a single parent household. And so outside of statistics, I actually lived that. Me, myself, I grew up without my dad in the home, and it really impacted my life. And when I looked around me in my neighborhood and all of my friends, they had similar challenges. And unfortunately, that hasn't changed over time. And so what I wanted to do when I created the program was to do the exact same thing that was done for me, which is to create an opportunity where me, myself, the others who I knew who would want to be able to stand in the gap for individuals like us who really needed some type of presence to simply answer the questions that you have as you grow throughout life and learn how to become yourself. When I first started, I started as a pilot program at Clark Prep Academy over on the east side. Okay. And a good friend of mine who was a teacher there, he invited me to speak with the principal about the idea of the program. When I sat down with him, principal said, "You know what, Phil, I got a group of boys I can bring down here right now for you to work with." Said, "But here's what I need from you." Said, "If I give you my boys, I need you to be here. Because I get people to come in here all the time and say they want to work with our boys, and they'll come one week, won't come the next. They'll come for a month, and then they'll disappear." What the principal didn't know when he shared that with me was that he really encapsulated my, and captured my story. My dad not being present in my life. And the motto of the program really hit me. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to be present. When I started this program, if nothing else, because I didn't know if it was gonna work, I didn't know if the boys were gonna listen to me or what was gonna come from it, I said I'm gonna be there. And I have, we have. It was a little easier than I thought in the sense that they, from day one, really cut out or dispelled a myth, and it was that they don't want any help, because they do. They were happy to just have someone that wanted to spend some time with them. Now, after the initial excitement, of course, it took a little while for us to gel together because, yes, you're excited that someone is interested in spending some time with you, but the next thing comes in is that fear, and it's the fear of loss. Are you gonna be here? Toward the end of that program, with that first group, we were in about our 16th week, and at that point, I had already gotten down the cadence, created a structure for them so they knew the routine, everything. So, but this one particular week toward the end, they were just off the chain, man. I just stopped and said, "Man, I've been with you guys, man, like 16 weeks. What's going on? Why should I keep coming back, man? Because I really feel disrespected right now." Room was completely silent. It's one young guy, man, and every time I tell that story, man, I get choked up, man. He just stopped and looked at me. He said, "Coach, you don't know what this does. You don't know what this does for us." Man, when he said that, man, it was like I was talking. And he said, "Man," he said, "Coach, Say, you don't know, man, you got us these t-shirts, man. Even after y'all leave, we plan on wearing these every Tuesday. Every Tuesday, man, you know, even if y'all can't come back, we want to wear these shirts. And it hit me in that. And in that space, man, I realized this is what's needed, man. It's not that hard, man. It goes right back to that first thing, man, love, man. That's what our boys are missing. They're missing love. They're missing someone to help them to learn how to love themselves, man. They're missing the experience of love, learning how to just receive it and give it. And that's what they taught me, man. The type of young man that we work with, it's anybody that needs it. Anybody needs it that wants it. Because those are the individuals that are actually going to take the opportunity and really make it grow for themselves. And so we don't turn anybody away. When I received the email from Doc, I had to send him a reply and just let him know, man, you got me smoky-eyed at midnight. It's incredibly humbling. It's incredibly humbling. I have to, be completely transparent. I've always been one that it's been difficult for me to receive honor or praise, if you will, because I don't do any of this for that. And so when it happens, it always throws me off. And so someone helped me with that. And because a lot of times, someone would say, man, you're doing a great job, and when you're kind of shy and not used to that kind of praise, you throw it back off, man, I'm just, you downplay it. And she said, imagine somebody gave you a wrapped present and put it in your hands, and you started to say, oh, I don't need that, and you just completely take away from it. And so that's what happens when people look to, to honor you or give you praise. And so I've learned to just say thank you.